What's going on, everybody? It is Maria Hidos, and welcome to the official Q&A video of YouTube. I have thought of some of these questions that you guys might have. Also, some people on Facebook have been asking me these questions, and so I've decided to take some time and actually make a Q&A for you guys. And stuff like that because there's lots of questions and I have them all written down here. But don't worry, guys, I will definitely put them in graphics for you all so you can see what the questions are. So hopefully hopefully this answers some of your questions. Again, if you do have more, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I apologize for not making a video before saying that I'll make a Q&A, but there was this one guy on Facebook, I'll mention him later, that actually had some questions about what flight schools that I recommend. I'll mention him later on in the video. But before we get started on this video, I want to apologize to all of you for the way I'm dressed. Again, I'm going to be home all day and I'm just relaxing and stuff like that. So I apologize if I seem a little, out of the appearance, and I apologize for my spiky hair. I tried my best. But anyways, let's get started on the official video, guys. Alright, guys, here are the very first questions that you guys have. So here we go with question number 1. Do you want to become a pilot? Of course, of course, of course. Ever since I was a kid, this is all I wanted to do was be a pilot. Yes, I did choose a bunch of other majors and stuff like that, but as a kid, I always knew that I wanted to become a pilot. I always knew that I wanted to fly a plane. So to answer that question, I absolutely wanted to become a pilot. Alright, here's another question you guys might have is, what airline do you want to work for if you become a pilot? Well, to answer that question, guys, I have a lot of airlines that I liked. I also have a lot of airlines that obviously I didn't like. The number one airline that I really truly like is Southwest Airlines. It is one of my favorite, but I don't mind, like, American is actually my second favorite and United is number 3. I definitely want to fly domestic. I don't want to like fly internationally, although as a kid I've always been flying internationally and stuff like that. So definitely Southwest Airlines I would like to work for, and I'd love to fly 737s, 800s, and so on like that. Maybe an Airbus, but I'm more of a fan of a 737. Question number 4 you guys may have is, why did you go to NIU to study media? Excellent question, okay? I honestly, that's a question that I want to answer in a weird way. First of all, I went to NIU to study media. Okay, let me tell you guys what I wanted to do my past. I wanted to originally be a camera operator, like to do video for the news, but unfortunately, that is not an interesting job. I absolutely hated it so much, and it was just something that I knew I couldn't do. It was just, I just disliked it. I don't want to say the word hate, but I definitely disliked it. The thing is I should not have gone to NIU, and I should not have studied that because it certainly wastes a lot of time. You guys may be wondering how long were you at NIU? About 4 semesters. So I was there like about 2 years, and I was a big idiot, obviously. But yeah, media was definitely not the right match for me. So I'm just very happy that I'm no longer a student there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that question. Another question you guys may have is a basic question such as, how old are you? Well, to answer that in the simplest answer, I'm 24, and on June 27th, I'm going to be 25. And no, that is not too old to be studying to become a pilot, because let me tell you guys a quick story. At my work where I work part-time, a flight attendant that works for United came in, and I told her that I want to fly and become a pilot, and I told her how old I was, and she said, you know what, you're not too old to become a pilot. You can certainly start. So I'm like, okay, so that's why I'm here right now. So the answer to that is I'm 24. I'm going to be 25 in June 27th. Okay, another question you guys might have is, this is actually a question that I really like a lot, is what kind of Apple products do you own? Of course, this is actually going to be a big answer. First of all, I own the iPod Touch, the 5th generation, I believe. I own the iPhone 5C. I own the Apple Watch, which is brand new. I own the iPad, and I finally own the MacBook Air. So that is 5 Apple products. I actually love Apple so much, and as a young kid, I wasn't exposed to Apple products. I was exposed to like Windows products, such as Windows I think it was XP, because I'm a pretty old person. I had a Windows XP computer growing up. And so, my cousins always used to have Apple products, and I always said I wanted an Apple computer. I wanted an Apple product. And I got my very first Apple product probably when I was like 13, okay? Because Apple products are pretty expensive, and we were kind of like in lower middle class family, and so it was kind of hard to be able to afford, expensive Apple products. But ever since I got my hands on Apple products, I have been very happy. I've been very satisfied, and I'm just gonna say I just love Apple products. So definitely I own 5 Apple products, and I did say I was gonna make a video on those 5 Apple products. It's still to come, so yeah. All right, question number 7 that you guys might have is, what was your very first airline that you flew on? Okay, that, guys, is going to be kind of difficult to answer, but if I remember correctly, my mom actually told me my very first airline that I flew on was an international flight from Greece, because I'm obviously Greek, and that's another one of your questions you have. But anyways, the very first airline that I flew on was British Airways. It was a 747. I don't remember like if it was a 800 or 400. My mom just told me it was a 747 because obviously my mom doesn't know a lot about planes. But I did fly. My very first flight was when I was about a month old, flying internationally with British Airways. So that answers that question. Question number 8 you guys might have is, how many flight hours do you have as of now? All right, well, guys, as of right now today, which is April 5th, 2016, right now I only have 30 minutes. I don't even have a full hour. But good news is this Thursday, so 2 days away from now, I will complete 1 full hour of flight training with my flight instructor. So that'll be at the end of this week. I'll have an hour and 30 minutes worth of flight time. And like I told you guys, I'm thinking about doing 1 hour per month as of now, because I'm making payments and stuff, and I'm not working too many hours. But I do plan on going twice a month after August. I do plan on taking 2 flight lessons a month, and if everything works out, maybe 3 times. But definitely, as of right now, I got 30 minutes at the end of this week. It'll be an hour and 30 minutes worth of flight time. So, yeah. All right, moving on to question number 9. Do you plan on transferring to another college or university for your pilot studies? Right now, guys, I haven't even looked into that because I have literally just started at KARR, excuse my speech. And I still have quite a long distance to go before I can consider another school. Um, but I heard about something about, I think it was called Kishwaukee. I have to look into it. My instructor told me, and he said that maybe looking into that might get me as an ATP. And for those of you that don't know what an ATP is, airplane transport pilot or something like that. That's like United, American, JetBlue, those kind of pilots. And so basically, in order to even be considered for the airline, you need at least 2,000 hours or so. So definitely, I have a long distance to go before I can even consider another school. But right now, yeah, I'm going to this one, and that is an upcoming question coming up soon. So, yeah. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is question number 10. All right, the question is, what flight school do you currently attend? Okay, to answer that, it is KARR, or Aurora Municipal Airport. This is located in Sugar Grove, Illinois. It is a very, very nice flight school, and in this Q&A, I would actually like to tell you guys the story of how I got involved with that school. So yeah, basically, as you all know, I don't know if you guys know, but I'll just tell you. Obviously, before I was studying computers at Waubonsee Community College, I thought, I would like computers. But it turns out it's too hard for me. They talked about Boolean logic and nested functions and cables and blah, whatever. Um, so obviously I had homework one time from one of those classes. I forgot which one. Um, and so I just sat here in my room looking at my textbook, trying to read the assigned chapter that my teacher has assigned. Obviously, it was a little hard for me. I tried to read it, my mind would not like focus, you know what I mean? It would just be looking at the book blankly. Like I'd be staring at the black and white text, blankly. So I stopped, I closed my textbook, and I thought to myself, okay, when was the last time that I really was very happy? I really thought about it. And I said, okay, a couple years back when I went to Waubonsee Community College, a while, like this is maybe 3, 4 years ago. This was not recent. Um, I thought to myself that's when I wanted to do flight school, and I knew that the Aurora Airport was close to Wabanzi Community College. Um, and so I always wanted to be a student there. So what happened the next day is I went to class right away, and the teacher was lecturing and I was just not focused because I didn't understand a single thing he was saying. He was talking about like the some kind of cables that you connect to servers and protocols and whatnot. Whatever, I don't even remember. And so I was sitting there and I'm like, I honestly just don't understand this stuff. So I sat there. I had my laptop on me in class and I had Wi-Fi. So I actually went and searched Google, a basic search engine, and I said, contact Aurora Municipal Airport. And so they gave me these phone numbers, these emails to some ladies, and these ladies responded to my email address right away, guys. Okay. Um, so they directed me to all these services that they offer like Luminaire and some other flight schools, and Luminaire popped up like literally right away. So I decided to choose Luminaire, but I got like I think an email or some kind of message or something from one of the flight instructors there, and he kind of talked to me a little bit, and I asked him if we can do intro flight, and then the next thing you know it, guess what, I did the intro flight, believe it or not. um, so here I am now. So here I am now, a registered student at that school. So basically, the story ends really well that I'm an official pilot student. And now, guess what? I'm sitting here, I'm playing simulators sometimes. I even have some assigned material, and I'm looking at it right now. And I'm actually comprehending the material. Like, I'm reading about how engines operate, how propellers operate, what generates lift on an aircraft, and all this stuff, and the parts of an airplane such as fuselage and spoilers, elevators, ailerons, all that stuff, guys. I really, really understand this material. I love learning about this material. Before, I honestly didn't care, guys. So this is something that is easy for me to understand because I know I wanted to do this as a kid. This is something that my heart wanted. So, yeah, that pretty much would answer your questions is like what school did you go to? So sorry for that really long answer, guys. So, yeah. All right, guys. Going on to question number 11. Why did you study media if you knew you loved planes? Well, the thing is media, well, let me just say that I like to make YouTube videos, okay? Like this was a long time ago, okay? This was when I had another YouTube channel. I always loved making YouTube videos in the past, and I thought to myself, maybe I can do that as a career. But making YouTube videos is not the same as, working for the news and videotaping the journalists and stuff like that. So, when I actually took the media at NIU, I honestly just hated it. I did not have fun in any way. I disliked it so much. It was just, I was literally waiting for the semester to come to an end because I knew that my DNA and my blood do not match anything in media or computers. So basically, to answer that question in a nutshell, I was a basic I was a basic idiot for studying media at NIU, but now I definitely did the right choice. Going on to question number 12, guys. Besides airplanes, what else do you enjoy? Well, I enjoy a lot of things. I definitely enjoy social networking with friends. Another thing I like to do is just chill on the computer, definitely make YouTube videos. I like elevators. I like writing in elevators. I like, exploring things. I definitely like talking with new people. I definitely like where I work. I work at Walmart as a cashier as of now, but I really enjoy that, because that's helping pay for my flight lessons as of now. Um, I mean, basically the main thing that I like is obvious. I repeat, huge aviation geek. There's nothing more that would make me happy rather than being a pilot. So, yeah. Okay, moving on to question number 13. Okay, this one's kind of different. It's not aviation related. But what is your nationality? Okay, well, let me tell you guys. What if I weren't to tell you? I bet you guys probably would have guessed that I'm Hispanic, right? Wrong, not Hispanic. I'm actually 100% Greek. Okay. Um, I'm actually was born in Greece, believe it or not, but I literally came here less than a month old to the United States, and I became an official U.S. citizen very, very young, newborn baby, basically. So this is one of the reasons why I don't have an accent. Yes, I was born in a foreign country, but I came here young enough as if I was born in the United States of America. So that's why you don't hear me saying, well, my nationality is, I don't have an accent, which is good. I don't want to have an accent. So, but anyways, to answer your question, my nationality is Greek. So, yeah, welcome back. Going on to question number 14, guys, is what was your favorite subject while you were in school? Well, basically, I hated history. That's the one thing. But my two favorite subjects when I was in school was math and science, which is basically what pilots need to be good with or to like. I also like studying meteorology, and earth science is pretty good too, but anything science and math related, I really truly enjoyed. Physics is actually pretty good as well. History class, let me tell you guys, when I was in high school, I totally hated history class. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I had this history teacher that was like, I don't even want to tell you, but she was like different, I'm gonna say. Um, but yeah, my two favorite subjects are obviously math and science. English is also a pretty good subject for me, but like I said, I'm more of a math and science person. All right, going on to question number 15, guys. Okay, don't worry, we're almost done with this Q&A. Sorry if it's really long. But going on to question number 15, why did you make those walking videos at Northern Illinois University? Okay, now here comes the question that might be a little bit long, or the answer that might be a little long, excuse me. Well, they are not on this YouTube channel, first of all, so don't go looking for them because I have gotten rid of those. But to answer that question, hold on a second, I'm sorry. Computer, I am doing a video. Okay, sorry. So I made those walking videos. They were like, basically, I would get up in the morning, I would show my iPhone to you guys saying this is the walking temperatures outside, 35 degrees in Chicago, blah, 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 blah. Um, so I would just like basically take my camera around campus and I would just videotape the campus every day. And when I would go to the cafeteria to go and have lunch, I would tape the food I eat. But I would make this as a routine kind of video, and it was boring and excuse me, and it was just definitely time consuming, and that's how much I cared about media, guys. Like, I had homework, literally homework in my media classes at Northern, and obviously, I mean, with all those walking videos that I made at Northern, I didn't get a chance to finish my homework, and so this is why that's why I told you I don't belong in the media field. um, so those walking videos basically were just stupid, in my opinion. That's probably one of the main reasons why I got rid of them. Um, it's just, I would remember this one part in the NIU videos. If you guys recall, I don't know if you guys are familiar with NIU, but there would be this one tall tower that, oh my God. It's called the Student Center, the Home Student Center. And basically, I would always tape that. I would take my little camera and I would point at that tower and say, "Look at that tower." It was so stupid. I don't even know why I wasted time even making those kind of videos, but that was just me back then. So hopefully that answered your question. All right, guys, this is actually not a question, believe it or not. This is a friend of mine who just became friends with me on Facebook. His name is Raul Lopez. Okay, and he's actually interested in also becoming a pilot. And so he did ask me a question on Facebook. I can't really show you guys right now because I have my phone over there and I don't want to get up and script the video, but I'll tell you guys and I'll write it in graphics. He asked me what kind of flight schools I recommend and stuff like that, and like what flight school I'm currently in. And to answer your question, Raul, I'm currently at KARR, which is Aurora Municipal Airport. Um, and I recommend, like, it depends on where exactly you live. I mean, if you do live in the Illinois area, Lewis University is a very good school. There's Southern, I can't talk. There's Southern Illinois University located in Carbondale, Illinois. That's an excellent, 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 excellent school where it teaches you about piloting as well. I believe Kishwaukee, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't think that that's a college. I thought my instructor said Kishwaukee, but I could be wrong. But I'll look into it and I'll let you know for sure. So the one school that I'm at right now, KARR, is so far really, really nice. A very nice instructor I have so far, and I'm extremely happy that I got to be with. I'm just glad that this flight instructor picked me, basically, but it all depends. If you're looking at out of state, you can look at Spartan College. Texas A&M, I believe, offers aviation, so definitely do your research. I would just Google it and search like pilot colleges in the United States if you're interested in the United States, which I'm pretty sure you are. But there are a lot of good colleges. But I heard Spartan was a pretty good school. And if you're looking at Illinois, definitely look at SIU, Southern Illinois University. So, yeah. All right, guys, going on to question number 16 right now. Have you ever told any of your media professors at NIU that you wanted to become a pilot? Well, actually, that is a pretty good question. Absolutely. I did tell my, I forgot his name already, but um, for the TV theory, I think it was, my TV theory professor, and I think I told the script professor, I forgot what these are. But honestly, I told two professors at Northern that I wanted to be a pilot, and they were like, wow. They were just like, they were just shocked at me wanting to be a pilot. I think it was the script professor. Again, I don't even remember. This has been a while because I've been very busy and I forgot. But that script professor, I think his name was Swan or something. Matt Swan. I don't even remember, honestly. But like, basically, like, I told him a few times, like, I like planes, and I basically like to fly and stuff like that. Flying is my thing. Um, and I think he kind of knew that I didn't belong in media because let me tell you guys, I was doing pretty bad in his class. If you guys are wondering what grade you got, I don't even remember because it's been like at least 2 years since I've been in his class. But I know that I remember that we did this thing. I think it was like called a simulation. This was like a game like where we were pretending to sell TV shows to I don't know, Nielsen ratings and stuff like that. And I remember doing that exercise and absolutely hating it in class. It was just I really honestly just didn't like it, guys. Um, so basically, yeah, some professors at Northern who teach media, to answer your question, yes, they did know that I wanted to be a pilot. All right, guys, we have about two more questions left in the Q&A. So yeah, the next questions is 17. Do you use any social networking such as Twitter or Facebook or even Instagram? To answer that question, I actually do have a Twitter account, but I do not use Twitter. I don't like Twitter. I don't use it. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, please don't because I'm not gonna respond to you. Facebook, that is big. Yes, I do have Facebook on my iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad. Yes, I have Facebook. Recently on Facebook though, I got a new it's actually an old account, but I decided to switch over to that account. Because I was just getting bored of the other account. A lot of people were not responding to my messages, but for some reason on this new account, people are responding more. I don't know why exactly, but okay. Instagram, absolutely. I have an Instagram. It actually is Hidos Aviation. And basically that's where you're gonna find all my pictures that have to do with planes. Like, basically, like, okay, I take the slideshow video that's on this YouTube channel that almost has 100 views. All those pictures in the slideshow video are on that Instagram. Airplanes, anything. Next time I go do my full flight video, I will take Instagram photos. So, like I said, if you're an aviation geek, please follow me on the Instagram as well. But also on Facebook, if you guys want to be my friend, I can certainly accept you. I guess I can probably put a link down below for Facebook as well, but no Twitter. Snapchat is another social networking thing. I don't use Snapchat at all. I do not like the concept of Snapchat, but definitely Facebook and Instagram are my main things. Obviously, the other one is Google Plus and, basic email. So feel free to reach me there. So, yeah. And the last and final question of this Q&A video for you all, question number 18. What is your favorite food? Okay. Well, let me tell you guys, my favorite food is obviously the unhealthy stuff. I like to eat Portillo's cheeseburgers. I like macaroni and cheese, but I also like some healthy stuff. We do have Greek cooking in our house. My mom does some really good Greek cooking and a famous Greek food. Well, it's not famous, but it's a Greek food that I like. It's called fakes. Okay, it doesn't mean the F word, fakes. It means like lentil soup. Like the lentil beans that you have. She mixes it with tomato sauce and garlic, and basically the lentil she cooks. She basically makes it into lentil soup. So it translates to lentil soup in English, I would assume. Another Greek food that I like is like in English they're called cheese pies. Um, which is like in Greek it's called tiropitas, but it's like cheese pies where you have this like dough, kind of like dough, and you would have cheese in it, like Greek feta cheese and Romano cheese, I believe. You just combine those together. You put them on top of the dough, and she usually puts them in a triangle, so it kind of looks like a triangle. And they're very, very tasty. They're just cheese pies, you know. And there's even spinach pies, which is like that, but with spinach in it. Um, but most of the time, I like to eat junk food, and I know it's unhealthy, but lately I've been cutting down on eating. Um, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but when I was at Northern Illinois University, as wasting my time there, obviously, I used to like always, you know, eat literally a double bacon cheeseburger every freaking day. I don't want to swear. Um, and it was just very unhealthy for me. I would eat nacho cheese fries, and it would just be very unhealthy. And I've gained a little bit of weight. So it's definitely a very poor choice. But now I'm trying to lose the weight since I'm home. And ever since I did come home from Northern, I did lose about a good 5 pounds because I just love eating junk food. Um, but yeah, my favorite foods are basically junk foods in a nutshell. So yeah. All right, and that's actually going to conclude the Q&A for today, guys. This is a good 30-minute video. I apologize, but I had all these questions written down for you. Again, these are some questions that you guys didn't ask. These are just some questions like the one for the Facebook question. That one was asked, and so I like to make Q&As for you guys. If you do have any questions, you know, I know that you guys are probably curious, and stuff like that. So here's how it's gonna work, guys. Sorry. If you do have any questions, it doesn't have to be aviation related. It can be anything. Excuse me. If you have questions, all you have to do is leave them down in the comment section. Of course, as always, do not make mean questions, guys, because obviously I don't like to answer to hate comments. Um, but yeah, just leave your question down below, or again, you can email it to me, but I don't like to give out my email address to everybody. Um, so like I said, feel free to ask me questions. Whatever you have, I will answer it at my best. So I don't know when my next Q&A will be. I'm going to try to make one in a few months from now. If any questions do arise from either Facebook or, you know, even Instagram, people can ask questions. So if anything pops up, I will definitely make a Q&A. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully it answered some questions. And if it didn't, I'm sorry, but I did the best I can. These were questions that came from my head that maybe you guys might have, and stuff like that. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down and don't see this video anymore, I guess. And just to close off the video, this Thursday, of course, I will be taking a flight lesson. Now, some of you have asked us another question. If are you going to make another slideshow video with the pictures? I'm going to try my best. I asked my instructor if there's any way that we can take more pictures, you know, and he okayed it. So I'm going to try my best to get this for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm not sure when that video will be up. I'm usually good about editing my videos and throwing them on YouTube and stuff like that. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close off the Q&A video. I hope that this answers your questions. Any additional questions, leave them down below. I'm good about checking comments and stuff like that, but lately I haven't been responding to some comments that I've been getting. The only reason is because I think that there's some kind of error going on with my, I don't know, like there's some kind of message that says the thing couldn't be posted or something like that. But you know, the way that I respond to comments is I may not hit reply below your comment. I may just hit a comment above your comment, or, you know, just maybe post a comment. I don't mean to ignore you if I'm not hitting reply. It's only because I'm having problems right now with my Wi-Fi and my computers. I'm still able to make YouTube videos, but replying to comments is kind of an issue. So I don't know if it's an issue with YouTube or if it's an issue with my computer or whatever, but there is some kind of thing. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close off the video. This was a pretty long speech that I made here, or pretty long Q&A. I will try to cut down my Q&As, but these are a lot of questions that I really wanted to address to you guys to get them answered. and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to this Thursday. I will definitely let you guys know how it went. Like maybe I'll make a quick video with the iPhone or something like that. I'll probably let you guys know how things went. Okay, and slideshow video will be coming up soon. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned on this YouTube channel. A lot of cool videos are coming up. You guys need to stay tuned. And that's it. Have a great day, guys. Bye.